A little while ago, I did a video on embroidering on photographs, and I just thought I would do a little update of one I've done recently. I found this very funky picture of a 1920s woman. Love the hair. Mine is looking a bit like that at the moment, actually. A little bit too short, but I'll grow into it. A couple of weeks' time, it'll be looking fab. Anyway, I had a needle felting needle to make the holes, and we are going to do a woven rose. So stitches that sort of are worked on top of the photograph in this case work very well. So we're going to do a woven rose. We did one center hole and 5 spokes, and I'm just going to work the woven rose pretty much how you would usually work a woven rose. The only slight difference is instead of coming up next to the center hole to start the weaving, I'm going to come back up the center hole. This is just so we're making a few less holes in the photograph. If you get 2 holes really too close together, then you're in danger of making one large hole. So once you've sewn the spokes, I'm just gonna thread the needle through a few of the stitches on the back before going back up the middle hole. We're then going to start our weaving process, and it's purely a matter of over one stitch and under the next stitch. I'm using 3 strands of a variegated thread, so the colour, hopefully we will get a little bit of a change in colour in the rose. You do want to use a few strands, I think, with these sort of bulkier stitches. That makes more of an impact. This is a really easy project and a quick project. You can add to family photos. It's quite fun doing it with black and white because of the contrast, but you could also do it on colour photos as well. So we're just going to do the weaving. On the other video, I show you how to work with sort of fragile vintage photographs and also templates. This one, it's a very quick project, so basically we're not going to work with a template. When you get to the end of the rose, you might need to pull the stitches back a little bit so you can go round just a few more times so those spokes are really covered. You don't want any spokes showing because that kind of spoils the look of the flower at the end. Another stitch that works really well is the French knot. So you just need one hole to start with. I'm just using my needle. Come up from the bottom. Again, I'm using 3 strands, so it's quite thick. Do 2 wraps, although you could do more wraps because it will just sit on the surface. And then make a hole just next to the French knot. With the French knot, the hole you come up, you don't go down as well, otherwise you will just lose your knot. You do a little hole next to that. For photographs, I would say I'm doing a slightly bigger distance between the 2 holes than usual because I don't want them too close together, otherwise you will lose the French knot. And here we have the finished look.